Do you know that you're not the only coach out there? You know that you're not the only person that have struggled. You know that you're not the only person who has the solution for the problem that you're trying to solve for people. You know that, right? So, why you then? Why is it? Why you? How are you unique? How are you different? How are you not like other people? How are you not doing what others are doing? How are you not looking at that person and saying, he has a nice hat. I think I want this hat too. And then you get the same hat, and now you maybe look a bit different because you got a different face and everything, but the hat is the same. There is an aspect of copying others to become yourself, but once you're a coach already, or a mentor, or whatever help you're trying to offer, you have to stand out. You have to be different. You have to be a character. Like in a movie, you can always tell who is the main character. You can always tell who is the person of main focal point. And it's very important to also remember to not get stuck in the shiny object syndrome. It is a very dangerous place to be. And every time you go online, every time I go online as well, we see stuff, and our brain, as soon as we see it, it's like, whoa, that is cool. I want to do that too. And then you start problem solving how you're going to do the exact the same thing that this person is doing, but for yourself. And is that who you are? Is that who you want to be? Is that who you want to project yourself as? There's a certain visual aspect to us, and when we get stuck into copying others, we can lose it. I have lived through this personally when I was looking around too much, trying to figure out who is it that I want to be, and I started copying people that look completely different from me. And character traits that I started picking up were not suiting my visual appearance. Like, it was too bold. I'm not like, my body is not bold. My speech may be bold, but my body is not. So I can't really. There's certain actions and certain phrases and certain approaches in social structure that do not suit me. And there's this is aspect that we need to understand when we sell ourselves, when we put ourselves out there. We need to understand that we have a certain image to us, and there may be things that we do that doesn't align. We need to take a step back away, or ask someone else from the outside whether they see something that being unnatural. We humans are very, very, very good at identifying something that feels unnatural and that shouldn't be there. We are quite good at identifying something fake most of the time, because there's always people that cannot tell the difference at all. But the ones that are in their intuitive state, in which we are most of the time online, we can tell when we're not being genuine. We meaning the person that's selling or showing something or offering idea, value, entertainment, inspiration, anything we offer, we have to put our own twist on it. We have to put our own perspective. We're looking through different eyes. We're looking through a different perspective. So, how is your perspective different? How are you going to show the same exact world that other people are showing to the same exact audience? How is your world different to theirs? Because once you establish a single specific direction for your world, that's when you have a solid brand and no one can take that away from you, because that is your perspective. It makes you who you are, and that is the only thing that will stay with you No matter how much other people will copy you, you will stay you because of this is how you see the world, and you cannot copy the brain function. You can copy appearance, but you cannot copy how your mind works. And that is what you need to understand, is that tapping into how specifically your brain works and how you see things and how you analyze things is probably the most important thing we need to understand as educators, as influencers, that we all wear different lenses. Like, you can see how many glasses I have in the background, and imagine that you're trying to wear all of them at the same time. You have to pick one. You have to pick one glasses that are uniquely your own. Like, for me, I have so many glasses, but these are my like go-to because I love orange lenses, and these the shape suits me very well. And that's what that is this is basically my brand in glasses for now, at least. And this is what you need to understand, that you can have multiple personalities, multiple angles on how you approach things, but there is a core that needs to stay the same. There's a like a no-brainer approach that you always grab and you always gravitate to, and that is your brand, that is who you are, and that's what you double down on. You can essentially throw away all these glasses and keep just that one, and it will feed you for your whole life. That is how powerful it is. And that is the only way how you can restrain from looking like a clown, looking like a copycat. It is very important for you to be unique. Otherwise, you'll just be a joke. You don't want to be a joke. Jokers stay in, they do stay in King's Palace, but they stay at the foottail of King's Steps, or whatever they used to call them. I don't know. Didn't read enough books, obviously. My mom always told me to read books, but I never did. So my literacy is not as great, but I at least understand what makes a brand brand, and what makes a clown, and what makes a persona. And you seem to be maybe a clown because it might be that people watch you, but they're just entertained by you. They're entertained by your ideas. They don't resonate with them. They just kind of having a look here and there, and yeah, this is nice, this is entertaining, but it's no value to me. I don't know how to relate, because his perspective seems to be very similar to this other guy's, and he seems to use the same words that this guy uses, and the ideas are quite similar to this guy. You really think that audience doesn't do their research? There's a small amount percentage of people that don't have a look around the internet for more than one solution. We as human beings are very prone to find something and be like, okay, is there anything better than this? Is there anything different? And that's when we go on our research spree. We often try to find more than one solution to problems, to our problems. And that's when we say, okay, this one's more expensive, this one's less expensive, this one is better, this one is less better, this one seems to be unique, this one seems to be like all the others. So, will I trust to the ones that will be like all the others, or will I trust the one that seems to be unique because no one else is doing it, no one else is saying it, and no one else is approaching it from this way, which means it has to be unique in some way, right? And that is kind of all there is to understand.